Big deal alert. Sacramento B. Independent voters now outnumber Republicans in California, by Alexei Koseff, Political Data Inc. On Tuesday released its latest count showing that voters registered with no party preference now outnumber Republicans by about 73,000 in California. The company regularly collects raw voter files from county registrars to maintain an updated database of the state's 19 million voters. http://bit.ly/2hola. California Republicans have been sliding into obscurity for some time. But this seems particularly ominous in the long term for House Republicans, who have 14 seats in California. Story continued below. The investigations. Big scoop. NYT's Mike Schmidt and Julie Hirschfeld Davis. Trump asked Sessions to retain control of Russia inquiry after his recusal. By the time Attorney General Jeff Sessions arrived at President Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort for dinner one Saturday evening in March 2017, he had been receiving the presidential silent treatment for 2 days. Mr. Sessions had flown to Florida because Mr. Trump was refusing to take his calls about a pressing decision on his travel ban. When they met, Mr. Trump was ready to talk, but not about the travel ban. His grievance was with Mr. Sessions. The president objected to his decision to recuse himself from the Russia investigation. Mr. Trump, who had told aides that he needed a loyalist overseeing the inquiry, berated Mr. Sessions and told him he should reverse his decision, an unusual and potentially inappropriate request. Our Sessions refused. The confrontation, which has not been previously reported, is being investigated by the special counsel, Robert S. Mueller III, as are the president's public and private attacks on Mr. Sessions and efforts to get him to resign. Mr. Trump dwelled on the recusal for months, according to confidants and current and former administration officials who described his behavior toward the Attorney General. https://nyti.ms/2xpndkr et2 Trey Gowdy. FBI was right to deploy informant, senior GOP lawmaker says, by Kyle Cheney, a senior House Republican who was part of a highly classified Justice Department briefing last week, said on Tuesday that the FBI acted properly when it deployed an informant to gather information from advisors to President Donald Trump's campaign in 2016. Rep. Trey Gowdy, RSC, said last week's briefing, convened by the Justice Department under pressure from Trump, convinced him even further that the FBI's information-gathering steps were appropriate. I am even more convinced that the FBI did exactly what my fellow citizens would want them to do when they got the information they got, he said in an interview on Fox News. He added that the information also suggested that the effort had nothing to do with Donald Trump. https://politi.co/2 Sue Feelgood Wednesday morning. The President, HHS Secretary Alex Azar and Ivanka Trump will attend the White House Sports and Fitness Day today at the White House. The goal of this effort is to ensure that all American children are given the opportunity to compete and gain the developmental benefits of participating in sports, the White House said. Full list of appointees https://politi.co/2 is 4xlb. See paper, The Potential for Youth Sports to Improve Childhood Outcomes https://politi.co/2kbok. By signing up you agree to receive email newsletters or alerts from Politico. You can unsubscribe at any time. Immigration news. WAPO's Nick Miroff. Trump's zero tolerance at the border is causing child shelters to fill up fast. The number of migrant children held in U.S. government custody without their parents has surged 21% in the past month, according to the latest figures, an increase driven by the Trump administration's zero-tolerance crackdown on families who cross the border illegally. Although the government has not disclosed how many children have been separated from their parents as a result of the new measures, the Department of Health and Human Services said Tuesday that it had 10,773 migrant children in its custody, up from 8,886 on April 29. Those shelters are at 95% capacity, an HHS official said Tuesday, and the agency is preparing to add potentially thousands of new bed spaces in the coming weeks. https://wapo.st/2 idle 7 oi scoop AP sources US to impose limits on some Chinese visas, by Josh Lederman and Ted Bredes. The Trump administration plans to shorten the length of validity for some visas issued to Chinese citizens, the State Department said Tuesday, as President Donald Trump works to counter alleged theft of U.S. intellectual property by Beijing. The changes begin June 11. The State Department said that under the new policy, U.S. consular officers may limit how long visas are valid, rather than the usual practice of issuing them for the maximum possible length. See according to instructions sent to U.S. embassies and consulates, Chinese graduate students will be limited to one-year visas if they are studying in fields like robotics, aviation and high-tech manufacturing. http://bit.ly/2jan7z. This is the precise opposite position most Republicans have taken for years. Many lawmakers have said if foreign students come here to study math and science, they should staple a green card to their diploma. Why educate people and then ship them out, many have asked. Ross, trip in jeopardy. WSJ's Ling Wei and Yoko Kubota in Beijing. The White House's surprise decision to move forward with tariffs or other sanctions against China threatens to derail trade talks scheduled for this weekend, according to people with knowledge of the matter on both sides. A U.S. advance team was scheduled to arrive in Beijing Wednesday afternoon, the People said, ahead of Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross's planned arrival on Saturday. Members of the U.S. team, consisting of staffers from the Commerce, Treasury, Agriculture and Energy departments and the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative, are set to meet with their Chinese counterparts to hammer out broad outlines of the talks, they said. But if the two sides fail to reach accord about issues to be discussed, Mr. Ross's trip could be cancelled, the People said. https://on.wsj.com/2cfe2*********, presented by ExxonMobil. Biofuels refined from algae could transform how we power the vehicles that move people and things. It's energy-rich and emits significantly less CO2 than most transportation fuels. And it doesn't compete with food and fresh water supplies. We're researching how to scale up algae biofuels production in a meaningful way. EnergyFactor.com *********************************************************************************************************************่. Trump revs up GOP outrage with an eye to midterms. President Donald Trump spreads misinformation. A lot of it. Really, a lot. But every once in a while he will come out guns blazing in defense of the truth, demanding corrections and consequence for spreading falsehoods told by others, and using incorrect news reports to undercut the media as a whole. He executed the well-practiced maneuver once again on Tuesday, seizing on images of detained migrant children in bare-bones holding areas that had been spread on Twitter to attack his immigration policies but turned out to have been taken in 2014 while President Barack Obama was still in office. In recent months, Trump has called for the firing of a Washington Post reporter over an inaccurate tweet, slammed the media for mischaracterizing his characterization of some immigrants as animals, and called for ABC to fire Brian Ross over an incorrect report concerning the Russia investigation. This kind of rhetoric is emerging as a central element of his 2018 and 2020 campaign strategies. Republican strategists, including officials behind Trump's re-election effort, are operating under the premise that Democrats will be plenty energized for the midterms and 2020 elections, and they largely see their job as helping the GOP match, or exceed, that energy. https://politi.co/2lh3zik1 race to watch how this plays. Heidi Heitkamp, one of the most endangered Democrats up for re-election in 2018, would be attending President Donald Trump's bill signing last week. They raced to stop it. Word eventually reached Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who has made unseating Heitkamp a top priority. He opted not to intervene, and the invitation stood, as the president signed a banking deregulation bill into law before a national audience. Heitkamp was right next to him, the only Democrat in the room. As the election year kicks into high gear, Republicans have grown increasingly frustrated with Trump's ongoing flirtation with the freshman senator. At a time when many in the GOP fear that the president's unpredictable style will undercut their best-laid midterm plans, the relationship has given Heitkamp, who is seeking re-election in a state where Trump won nearly two-thirds of the vote, fodder to portray herself as a presidential ally. https://politi.co/2jennifer.wh Strategy Memo. NYTS Julie Hirschfeld Davis, Jonathan Martin and Maggie Haberman. Trump's summer campaign priority. Target red state Democratic senators. President Trump is planning to focus his midterm campaigning this summer on red states with competitive Senate races where he has a deep reservoir of support and can bring a message devised to stoke partisan outrage. The strategy is intended to take advantage of his star power among core Republican supporters while minimizing his exposure in states with competitive congressional races where his polarizing presence could help motivate Democrats as well as independents and moderate Republicans. https://nyti.ms/2jailst The Tennesseans Joe Lieber, tool of Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, DNY, https://tnne.ws/2joe9n, AP, with the full quote, "He's a tool of Chuck Schumer and of course the MS-13 lover Nancy Pelosi," Trump said. http://bit.ly/2i9wtx What? The President of the United States. Every day that you think you've seen it all, along comes another manifestation of why their policies are so inhumane and why we have to continue the debate. Striving for bipartisanship, with openness for what is at stake and what the choices are and to be unifying in every way possible. Calling people animals is not a good thing. First-hand observation, NYT's Julie Hirschfeld Davis, at Julie Davis, depressing sight at Trump rally in Nashville, adorable young boy, probably about my son's age, pointing iPhone at me. NBC News, Jeff Bennett, at Giafer Bennett, Trump, in Nashville, says African Americans have blindly voted for Democrats for over 100 years, if only black folks had the right to vote for that long. One area Trump has been unusually silent on, Roseanne Barr, the president hasn't tweeted or commented about the comedian getting fired for a racist tweet. If you'll recall, Trump took credit and even called Barr after the successful reboot of her ABC show, Roseanne, first aired. Sarah Huckabee Sanders also wouldn't discuss it, or how the president felt about the firing despite being pressed several times on Air Force One by reporters during a press gaggle. Roseanne responds at 9:15 p.m. "Guys, I did something unforgivable, so do not defend me. It was 2 in the morning and I was ambient tweeting. It was Memorial Day too. I went too far. I made a mistake. I wish I hadn't, but don't defend it, please." Thai. Pyongyang update. CIA report says North Korea won't denuclearize, but might open a burger joint, by NBC News. Courtney Cube, Kendall Onion and Carol E. List. A new U.S. intelligence assessment has concluded that North Korea does not intend to give up its nuclear weapons anytime soon, 3 U.S. officials told NBC News, a finding that conflicts with recent statements by President Donald Trump that Pyongyang intends to do so in the future. Everybody knows they are not going to denuclearize, said one intelligence official who read the report, which was circulated earlier this month, days before Trump canceled the originally scheduled summit. In an odd twist, a list of potential concessions by North Korea in the CIA analysis include the possibility that Kim Jong-un may consider offering to open a Western hamburger franchise in Pyongyang as a show of goodwill, according to 3 national security officials. https://nbcnews.to/2 Scoop. Eliana Johnson. Trump bragged about classified Syria skirmish at fundraiser. The White House has tried to avoid discussing a February skirmish between U.S. troops and Russian mercenaries in Syria, but that didn't stop President Donald Trump from bragging about the Pentagon's performance at a recent closed-door fundraiser. The details of the battle remain classified, but speaking to donors in Midtown Manhattan last Wednesday, Trump said he was amazed by the performance of American F-18 pilots. He suggested that the strikes may have been as brief as 10 minutes and taken out 100 to 300 Russians, according to a person briefed on the president's remarks, which have not previously been reported. https://politi.co/2l6 Mania The Juice, first in Playbook. Miriam Sapiro, former deputy U.S. Trade Representative, and Bruce Haynes, co-founder of Purple Strategies, are the new bipartisan co-heads of a D.C. office for Sard Verbinnen, and will be managing directors of the firm and vice-chairs of the newly launched SVC Public Affairs practice. Big Money Watch. Women Vote just disclosed spending $970,201 boosting a host of female candidates across the country. One of the candidates who benefited was Sarah Jacobs in California's 49th District. Irwin Jacobs, the founder of Qualcomm and Jacobs' grandfather, has given $1.25 million to the group. Alex ISENSTADT is reporting that Trump is expected to address America First Action's Leadership Summit, according to the Super PAC's president, Brian Walsh. The president is slated to speak on the second night of the 2-day conference, to be held June 18 to 19 at Trump International Hotel in Washington. Getting in won't come cheap. Donors will need to pony up at least $100,000 to attend. VIP status will be at least $250,000. https://polity.co/2sjtlkc Trump's Wednesday. In the afternoon, the president will sign the Right to Try Act legislation that will allow terminally ill patients to seek experimental drug treatments that are not yet FDA approved. He is meeting with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. Where is Melania? Annie Carney, White House silence on Melania Stokes conspiracy theories. During the 2 weeks since Melania Trump returned to the White House following what was described as a relatively minor surgery, a period during which she has been absent from ceremonial events like a Memorial Day wreath-laying at Arlington National Cemetery, conspiracy theories have flooded in to fill the void of information about the First Lady's health and whereabouts. The White House has released almost no information about Trump's conditions since May 14, when her spokeswoman said the First Lady was undergoing a routine embolization procedure at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center to treat a benign kidney condition. Her team chose to leave unexplained her extended 5-day hospital stay for a procedure that is typically completed in 1, or her subsequent disappearance from events at which the public has come to expect to see her next to her husband. The directive to reveal less, not more, has been coming straight from the First Lady, according to people familiar with the situation. In contrast to her husband, who has a symbiotic relationship with the media, Melania Trump is nonplussed by any attention, people close to her said. And she views most of the questions about her health not as driven by real concern, but by nosiness. And she doesn't care to play the game, even as the price of feeding the rumor mill. https://polity.co/2xgo Another one bites the dust. Scandal-plagued Missouri governor resigns, by Alex Eisenstadt and Cristiano Lima. Scandal-plagued Missouri Republican Gov. Eric Greitens announced his resignation on Tuesday. The governor made the announcement at a press conference in Jefferson City. LTGOV. Mike Parson, a Republican, will become governor. Greitens is confronting a swirling legislative and criminal investigation into his conduct, inquiries that have spanned from invasion of privacy charges involving a former mistress, to possible campaign finance violations, to alleged misuse of a charity for political donor purposes. Last week, a Missouri House committee investigating the governor issued a subpoena ordering him to answer questions. And earlier on Tuesday, a judge ordered a pro-Greitens outside political group to turn over documents that could show improper coordination with the governor's 2016 campaign committee. https://polity.co/2zokt1 Elena Schneider in Irvine, California. California Democrats agonize over House primaries. https://polity.co/2cos7gkb**********, presented by ExxonMobil. Energy is fundamental to modern life and drives economic prosperity in small communities across America and around the world. We need a range of solutions to meet growing energy demand while reducing emissions to address the risk of climate change. Visit The Energy Factor to learn more about some of the bold ideas and next-generation technologies we're working on to meet this challenge. EnergyFactor.com **************** Real estate. A new listing sets the record for the most expensive home to ever hit the D.C. area market by WAPO's Sarah Polis. All you need is $62.95 million. The gigantic 48,900 square foot residence, aptly dubbed The Falls for its location right over McLean's Great Falls Park, was previously owned by the late James Kimsey, a local business executive who co-founded AOL. Kimsey built the stately residence, which boasts an infinity pool and spa that overlook the Potomac River, and a garage with a capacity for 30 cars, in 1999. He called the estate home until he died in 2016. With 8 pics on one page. https://wapo.st/2geek3medIawatch. Trump alumni, Kalen Dorr, at Kador_USA. Some personal news. I'm proud to announce I've joined Sinclair Broadcast Group as executive political producer. He paid for a coach ticket and the seat was moved at no additional cost to taxpayers, according to a Labor Department spokesman. Pic http://bit.ly/2l8xib. Rudy Giuliani with arms crossed at a table in the lobby of the Trump Hotel. Out and about, Precision Strategies celebrated its 5th anniversary last night with a new website, video, http://bit.ly/2jesus7df and rooftop party. Spotted, Stephanie Cutter, Teddy Goff, Jen O'Malley Dillon, Dan Balls, Tiernan Sidenfeld, Dave Willett, Josh Dossie, Jackie Colmes, Eric Schultz, Ian Sams, Jeff Zellini, Patrick Dillon, Mary Alice Parks, Tyrone Gale, Lissy Doty, Miriam Lipper, Bob Calamari, Jack Quinn, Steve Elmendorf, Brenna Williams, Jeff Solnett, Thomas Winslow, Caroline Ciccone, Catherine Bohe. Birthday of the day, Michelle Cottle, who's joining the NYT as lead editorial writer for National Politics. How she got her start in journalism. Going way back, I was a humor columnist for my college paper, which wound up being more relevant to practicing political journalism than you might think. Read her Playbook plus Q. Jeff Freeland, Special Assistant to the President for Legislative Affairs. Kim Kingsley, who's joining Airbnb in San Francisco as Director of Global Communications next week. Holly Page, Hat Tips, Kelly McCormick and John Haber. Miriam Lipper, HFA and DNC alum and Tim Kaine's press secretary, is 27. She's celebrating with a Wondergarten happy hour Thursday. HT and Sams. Frank Thorpe, producer and off-air reporter covering Congress for NBC. Jay Cargraves, former Rep. Steve Israel, DNY, is 6-0. Scott Mason, senior policy advisor at Holland. Alan Berger, Ash Show, reporter at Real Clear Investigations. Eric Levinson, a digital writer at CNN. Hannah Cooper is 24. Shonda Westley, WSJ alum. Gautam Nigesh, Blake Williams. Larry Silverstein is 87. Lindsay Davis Stover, Democratic candidate for Virginia's 10th congressional seat, celebrating with her family and friends on the campaign trail. HT Marina McCarthy. Josh Gatlin is 42. Lisa Stark, correspondent at Education Week. Joe Williams, Rima Doden, floor director for Sen. Dick Durbin, the Democratic whip. Marshall Project managing editor. Kirsten Donnie's firm is Nicole Longo. Politico's Pradyusha Sankaratri. Jenna Klaus of the NYC City Council. Ashley Bender, associate at Arnold. Brian Infante. Politico Europe's Fiona Maxwell. Sophia Zeller. Laura Nevin. Nicholas Balisi. Sheila Ali Austin. Doug Grain, co-founder and partner at St. Andrews Partners. Greg Moore, Scott Froyen, Paul Scharf. Thomas Clutere, Joe Cowie, Stephanie Bosch, Chris Gowan, Jorna Taylor, HTS Teresaville, Maine, **************, presented by ExxonMobil. Biofuels refined from algae could transform how we power the vehicles that move people and things. It's energy-rich and emits significantly less CO2 than most transportation fuels. And it doesn't compete with food and fresh water supplies. We're researching how to scale up algae biofuels production in a meaningful way. EnergyFactor.com ********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** politi.co/2lqswbh. Playbook Power Briefing http://politi.co/2zoic. New York Playbook New Jersey Playbook http://politi.co/1hlkltf. Massachusetts Playbook http://politi.co/1nhtq5v. Illinois Playbook http://politi.co/1n7u5sb. California Playbook http://politi.co/2blvcpl.